Good afternoon. My name is Lesedi Nelly Mohadi, and I'm a network marketer. This afternoon, I will be sharing practical ways to start your forever living business and just tips and tricks on how you can build and start your forever business. So I'm gonna get right into it. I have my note with me, so when I look down, I'll just be looking at my notes. So I'm going to share a bit of my journey in this Forever Living business. So I joined Forever Living in 2020, January 2020. I was introduced to this business by my mom. I came to Johannesburg to study at the University of Johannesburg, but clearly my mom had plans of her own. So I came to Joburg, went to UJ, I think literally a week within me being in Johannesburg. My mom took me to a meeting with this lady. She's a diamond manager in the business. I was so confused as to what's going on. Why am I being dragged into these meetings, right? But yeah, my mom took me there and I was ambushed in the meeting. Now I have to talk on how, what do I want to achieve? How am I going to achieve my goals? To begin with, I went to the meeting not briefed. So I was literally ambushed into joining this business. I I don't remember the nitty-gritties of that meeting, but yeah, I survived. And then obviously my mom told me that you need to take this business seriously. They stock, go sell it. All right. And that's what I did. I even at UJ, I had a backpack that was see-through. I would carry back then we had hand sanitizers. I would have my forever hand sanitizers, and that's what I used to sell. And the alu lips, yeah. Shop. I sold as scared as I was studying marketing and sales. So already in our class, obviously it's marketing and it's sales. So it was a bit of what I was already doing. So I would sell to my classmates, and things were starting to look up. I was gaining confidence at school, and then COVID happened it was in what, March. COVID happened. I stopped doing the business a bit because when it was locked down, it locked me down in Bloemfontein, and obviously stock and everything was in Johannesburg. So for the couple of months, I wasn't really doing much, right? And then when I came back to Johannesburg late, I think around September, October, I continued with the business. I would sell. It was not easy, guys, having to go to people to sell, getting no's. Some people, I remember there was a guy, I was doing door to doors where I stayed. There was a guy who literally set me down and was like, stop doing this thing of yours. You are wasting your time. And her sister was there. She was laughing. You can imagine the embarrassment that I went through. I would go out in the streets, I would sell, I would go to internet cafes, everywhere I would go and sell my products, right? And yeah, business was first year of business. I always tell people when they ask me how's business, I always say it's first year of business. And if you know anything about business, first year of business, it's not what people think it is. I get, but also stories are different. People's success is not the same. Some people accelerate faster, and some people their journey is a little bit slower. And mine was a little bit slower because I was still tackling fear and all those emotions, right? And yeah, I continued, but honestly, I resisted that change to social media. You know, I was one of those businesses that had to close down because we resisted change. We resisted talking on social media the way what I'm doing right now. I resisted that in 2020. I refused. I did it, but I wasn't just getting customers. I would post, even if you go to my Instagram, you will see posts from 2020 when I did the business, but I never got clients till date. I've never got business on social media, but I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I continue to post. Obviously, the more you do something, the more you get better at it. So the more I post and on social media, the more I'm getting better at it. Engagement will, grow, following grows, and likes, and yeah, all the nitty-gritties of social media. Because I'm a pretty private person. I don't like posting about my life. I don't even post my son on WhatsApp, imagine. So I don't like posting my life. I don't post my dating life. I don't post anything. I post a bit of my gym content, but that's just it. So having to put yourself out there, I'm just like, it's not my thing. I love a private life, you know, because I'm very much present in my life. I always tell people it doesn't mean if I'm not posting, I'm not living my life. My life is sweet. I am spoiled. I am happy. Like my life is sweet offline. But now I have to, navigate and understand what to post and what not to post. So I started the business, and then fast forward to last year, things were literally just going bad and down in my life. I had a baby in 2023. And then last year, things were just not going well. The money was just not coming in from wherever it was coming in. And I ended up, I got a call. I used to work after I quit in 2021. I started looking for jobs. I worked at Ackermans, I worked at Mr. Price. So I was just dabbling in retail. That's what I was doing. So, but it was just like short-term contracts in retail. And then, yeah, I got pregnant. I gave birth in 2023. And then 2024, things were just not looking good. And then towards the end of 2024, Jumpstart called me that am I still looking for a job? And I was like, yeah, still keep me in the database. And then they called me for an interview while I was at home for like close to 2 months in Bloemfontein. And they were like, come for an interview. And I was like, I'm in Bloemfontein right now. Can you postpone it to Monday? I will definitely be there because I was leaving on Saturday, Sunday. Sharp, I went to the interview, everything went well. They took me, I worked, but I knew, when I was at home, I saw that things are not looking up. Finances are not looking up. I have a child right now. I'm getting old. I need to move out of my mother's house. I need to be independent. I was like, back in 2020, I became manager, right? So but my mom kept on buying in my name so I don't forfeit that manager status and level. So I'm like, I'm still manager at forever. Why am I suffering? Why am I broke when I can still do this business? Even the years when I was not doing forever, my customers would call me. I will still get sales there and there, and I would always have it in my heart that like just God telling me, do this business, do this business. But I was just resisting. I was just resisting. Also, because of I felt like I failed. I failed in this business. So I told myself, I'm still a manager. Why am I suffering? Go back. But I took the job at Mr. Price and I worked at Mr. Price. And when I was at Mr. Price, I told myself, I'm not here for money. I'm not here for other people. The manager was mistreating me. She was so bad. She would cut down my hours. And I would tell her, why are you cutting down my hours when I have a child? The people that I'm working with, they don't have kids. They're younger than me, but I didn't say that to her. But in my mind, I'm like, why are you making me suffer when I need the money most? But I told myself, I'm not there for the money. I'm there to build my network and I'm there to prepare for next year because next year I'm doing forever living. I prepared for next year. I bought clothes. I bought, the stuff that I needed to prepare myself for the journey of joining forever living because you need to look good. Your appearance matters in this business. I don't want to lie to you. Fine, I did that. And yeah, it was not easy at Mr. Price. I won't lie. They were looking for permanence. I knew I can't do this thing. Retail is not for me anymore. I will never ever come back to retail. I'm going to make forever living work. And I would tell them, I'm like, Jelena Pastures is where I am going. I'm going to do my business. That they would ask me, what are you gonna do next? I'm like, I'm going to do my business, you know. Obviously, when you have nothing, then it's hard for people to believe in you when you have nothing to show for it. All right. I took the business serious this year, and I'm going to share the things that I have learned from my journey in 2020 and the things that I have um, learned in the past 6 months. All right. So I'm going to share with you what to do in the beginning when you start this forever living journey. Firstly, work closely with the person, right? Firstly, step one, work closely with the person that introduced you to the business. And if you don't have a relationship with the person that introduced you to the business, at least get to know other FBOs in the business and have that person that's in the business that you can bounce off ideas from, learn from, find information from. Right. So in the beginning, I build relationships with other FBOs, right? And then step two, learn about the product and also learn about combos. As much as in the beginnings, you will have to sell one of these products that are very easy to sell. The other means I call them quick money, and your tooth gels. I call these easy money, right? Because you can just go to the CBD and you know, get customers, cash sales to, and they're very affordable. So you can start people with them, right? They 165 each both. And then also, what can you do? Step three, what you can do in the beginning is contact marketing. Do your contact marketing. Don't let your thoughts, your negative thoughts get into your way. Don't get into the way of your own success. Go do your contact marketing. People are out there. I always tell people are out there at the mall, um, at home affairs, at the doctor, out there, outside your yard. That's where people are, not in your house. In your house, it's you and your family. That's not customers. Go out there, right? So step three, go out there, do your contact marketing. Have a book. Have a book and write down contacts. I'm going to show you the contacts that I got beginning of the year. These are the contacts that I got. I see. These are the contacts that I got from doing my contact marketing. You go out there, you present your product, you approach people, and you talk to them. A template, I would simply go out there and introduce myself. Hi, my name is Nelly Mukhadi. What's your name? I also realized the more I sell, the more I realized include people in the dialogue. Don't always talk, 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 talk. Hello, I'm selling this. Like, we just listening to you. It's not a conversation. It needs to be a conversation. So you go there. Hello. Okay, ke bua ka puo ya me. Dumelang. Ke nna Lesedi, kwena mang? You wait for them to answer. Ke la o dumedisa dumelang. Wait for a response. Hello. Ke nna Lesedi Mogadi. Kwena mang? Ke nna Tshepo. Okay, Tshepo. So Tshepo to ne ke batla go rekisetsa di-products. or Tepo today, so can actually how you have your bag with you, your clear bag, right? Or Tepo, I'm selling Forever Living products. Are you familiar with them? That's also one of the stuff that you can say to engage them. Let it be a conversation, let it be a dialogue. Are you familiar with these products? Yes. If it's a yes, do you use them? Because some people they know the products but they don't use them. I'm like, why don't you use them? Is it because you don't understand what they do? Or what? You ask them, right? And then if it's a no, like I was saying, so if Tempo says, no, I've never seen this product, be like, okay, so there's aloe vera gel does, okay, so I'll present it now. So this aloe vera gel, it helps, it cleans your blood, it cleans your entire body, it cleans your kidneys, your livers, everything, Jim. It ensures that you go to the bathroom every single day. I get enough used to this product. And the things that I say, it's based on the things that I've seen this product does, right? Obviously, you're not supposed to do medical claims. You're not allowed to do that, right? So I'm gonna say it cleans your blood. It also helps for the ladies. It helps with period pains. It's very rich in vitamin C. It's written even on the bottle, very high in vitamin C. It's very high in vitamin C. Vitamin C, it's good for your skin. It's good for your immunity. It's good for your nails, your hair and all that. And it also boosts the immunity. It helps with nutrition absorption. So it also helps with, thank you, my baby. Thank you. It also helps support your diet. It's that not every time when you eat your food, all the nutrition that are on the plate, your body absorbs. So this aloe vera gel boosts that. It helps with that nutrition absorption. It also enhances natural energy levels, right? To also recommend it for people with high blood pressure and people with ulcers and so forth. That's what you do. And you don't talk too much, right? You say what you say and you keep quiet and you wait for them to respond. They didn't know he's vandalizing my house. So yeah, and then you also mentioned I also have this tooth gel. If you when you brush your teeth and there's blood coming out when you're brushing your teeth, you have painful gums when you're eating meat, or you have bad breath, any issues of the mouth, this tooth gel helps with that, right? You present your product just like that. And obviously, recently, I do add the business opportunity to my presentation. So after presenting, I say, we do also have an opportunity for you to do the same thing that I'm doing and make your own money. You see? So yeah, you do your content marketing, you present your products, you talk to people. I give you a bit of a template and also take people's numbers. When somebody says, I don't have money, you don't say, okay, next. No, you're like, it's okay. When, when will you have money? We can exchange numbers the day you have money. You will let me know. I won't bother you. I'm not those, people that call you every day, those insurance people that call you every day and they pestering you. No, just take my number. Take my number. I take yours. Like you guys exchange numbers. So always take people's numbers. That's how I have such contact. Doesn't mean everybody they bought a lot of them they haven't bought. A lot of them they haven't bought. But I took their numbers. Eventually, maybe after 6 months, I will call some of them. After 3 months, I'll call some of them. Right? So you take people's numbers. You don't just say it's a no and you move on. No, no, you take people's numbers. That's how you build your contact list. That's it's network marketing. Build your network too, because you might be posting, they've saved your number, and they know somebody with a similar issue, and they're gonna recommend. You always get calls from people I don't know. Clearly people are recommending me to their people, right? And then, so those are the things that you should do in the beginning, and also attend training, guys. On YouTube, guys, we have phones, smartphones, search how to sell, how to recruit, find out more on how to do this business specifically. Go on the Forever Living page on YouTube. There's so many trainings there. I always tell people the UK ladies are the most generous people with information I've ever come across. They will give you the tea, all of it, right? And then the second thing that we're going to discuss is selling. All right. Tips and tricks, challenges that you're going to come across and how to handle those rejections and no. So when you go out there to do your contact marketing, you are selling, right? Guys, firstly, look presentable, smell good, look good, right? Wear your best clothes, the clothes that you are keeping for that interview that might not even come. Wear that outfit, look stunning when you go selling. People buy you. Usually I prefer to, like talk to males. It's very easy for me to interact with males. Honestly, it's been like that to interact with me. It's very easy, and smile. I always get people like, I saw you by your smile that you about to sell me something. That smile is a salesperson smile, you know. Smile, hi, smile when you selling, right? You smile, you look good, you look presentable, right? And yeah, you approach everyone. Don't judge people. Oh, one thing I've also learned while selling is that don't judge a book by its cover. Because when I go deliver my product at customers' homes, I always find the biggest homes, and I even regretted why am I giving out discounts, And also one of the things that happen, you know, that I struggled with in the beginning is giving people discounts. I couldn't say the full prices to save my life. If they in the beginning they said sell that aloe vera gel for, I think back then it was like maybe 490, if I'm not mistaken. But it was not 500 yet. Back in 2020 it was not. I couldn't. I kid you not. And I tell my distributors now that, sweetie, say that price. Get used to saying the full price. No, at most 5% discount of that prepared customer, but no discounts. This product, it's 165 NIG. This tooth gel, it's 165 NIG. People buy it. Mina, I have customers in retail, a lot of customers that buy it for that price. Guys, don't play like that. Don't play like that. Learn to be confident in saying the full price. That's one of the things the point that I forgot. So step 4, if I was step 4 or 5, learn to say the full price. Learn to say the full price, right? And then, yeah, on the point of selling, look good, smell good, smile, and be confident. Guys, no, it's part of the job. Rejection is part of the job. It's just part and parcel. It's part and parcel of, I hope my mic is on here. It is, right? So you go out there, you sell, you present your product, and practice, guys, at home. Practice how to sell this product. Don't just go there and you are unprepared. So an unprepared speech. Prepare. Take your business serious. Take people's time. Because there are people that are not going to give their time in like their time. They're going to say hi and they're going to look at you and they're going to say no immediately. And there are people that are going to stop. Respect those people that stop and hear you out. Respect their time. Go there prepared. Go there prepared. know your product, know your business. I remember there was a lady who stopped me because I always carry my bag everywhere. A lady stopped me and it's like, so from that box you're doing when I join, I want to join the business. How much am I gonna get profit? Did I not mumble? I didn't know because at that stage I wasn't recruiting, right? I was not interested in that part, right? I fumbled. I lost somebody who could have joined the business because I didn't know information. I didn't know. So in the beginning, guys, know everything, learn everything. And by everything, I mean the marketing plan. Uh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Right? So, yeah, that's about that's about it. So challenges that you definitely want to come across challenges when you're selling. People say no, discourage us. Oh, this product is expensive. Okay, okay. Why are there other people buying it? It simply means you have the target market, you move on. And the more you sell, the more you realize people who say no, they are good people. They save you from they save you from time wasted trying to convince somebody who knows very well they're never gonna buy. A definite no, it's better than a forever maybe. A definite no, it's better than a forever maybe because they're gonna waste your sweet time that you could be spending it on people who actually want to buy your product, right? And then another way to handle rejection is go out there in the beginning. If it's really difficult for you to handle rejection, I realized that it's easier to approach someone expecting a no than it is to approach someone expecting a yes. The pressure is lower, right? So, so in the beginning stages, when you start, just tell yourself, today I want to get 30 no's. That's the objection. So even if people say yes, until you get your 30 no's, you are not done. And if you want to be very intense, when you get a yes, you start from zero, from your zero no's. So if you got 10 no's, the 11th person says yes, you start from zero. That's the intense one. But just make sure you get 30 no's and have a target when you go out there. In the beginning stages, one thing that used to crush me, it's going out there with that, I'm going to sell all my stock. And then I come back with all the stock. That was the demotivating thing for me. It was very demotivating, that thing. And then I changed the way I set my goals. I told myself, I'm going to get contacts instead. I'm going to get orders instead. That made things easier for me to even go back every single day to go sell, right? I go out there and I'm going to focus on getting 10 contacts, focus on getting 10 orders. Because sometimes you're not going to get cash sales. People are going to say, I'm getting paid maybe on Friday or the 15th or whatever date that they're going to give you, right? So have those goals, like set yourself up for success, not for failure, right? So things that you can set up for yourself to succeed, it's like those having goals like 10 contacts, get 10 contacts daily, 10 orders daily, or 10 people that you're going to share the business opportunity with, but have such a goal, or be it 20, you know. But like I said, set yourself up for success. Don't say 20 and you realize uh, getting 5 people is a lot, right? And also when you are selling, when you're out there doing your marketing, right? Also, there are time wasters. Also, there are time wasters. Also, don't I always tell myself the 5 minute rule, right? 5 minutes shouldn't pass with me standing there, shouting guababa, me being scared. 5 minutes is enough. So every 5 minutes, I need to talk to someone. Every 5 minutes. So it means within 60 minutes, meaning in an hour, I need to talk to 12 people. And then if a conversation takes more than 5 minutes, but when I'm done with that conversation, I shouldn't stand there because of sometimes you go out saying you're going to do contact marketing and you're shy, you'll stand there like you get a couple of no's and you sort of give up. But that 5 minutes rule helps you that within 5 minutes, because guys, there's a lot of people who are passing you more than in 5 minutes, more than 10 people have passed you. So at least even if it's get a no every 5 minutes, rather, but don't just stand there scared, right? Talk to people. Talk to people every 5 minutes. Have someone to talk to in 5 minutes, even if it's a no, but every 5 minutes, you can 5 minutes shouldn't hit while you haven't spoken to somebody. We are killing time wasting. Right. So these are the tips that I'm giving you when you're going out there to sell, right? Have these goals. I hope you are writing things down because I'm just saying these things from the top of my head. I just wrote little headings, right? I think that's about it with selling. And also go to malls, guys. And my sister was she's also in the business. She was like, yo, I went to the mall. How do you guys do it? And I'm like, at the mall. Malls for me are good for recruiting. And if you're going to recruit, it's advisable not to carry a visible bag like this because within the shops, the managers won't take a liking to that, right? And then sometimes when you are selling, it's much easier to sell to people who work there than customers because remember now you are interrupting their business. So when you sell to the sales associates, it's even better. And don't be afraid of the managers. Start with them. Start with them so that they can take a liking with you and let you do your thing. That's how I, maneuver in the mall. That's how I maneuver. I'm not scared of the manager. I go to the manager. Care about people, have love for people, talk to people, right? And then at the malls, standard entrances, because that's obviously where traffic is, where people are bolting, people are waiting for Ubers. Those are the great places to stand and just, hi, how are you? Start, have a little bit of a conversation with them. And then, I'm actually selling products, you know. And then you have again, you present your product and you present your business opportunity. And also get into the habit of presenting the business opportunity, even if it's to one person in the beginning. I would advise you to do that, right? Know a bit about the assistant manager level and talk about the business opportunity. Get comfortable with recruiting. Get comfortable with sharing the business opportunity. Because I always tell people you are building that muscle. Even if you go to your content marketing daily and you come back with nothing, but remember, those moments are preparing you for your real customers. When your customers they come, you're gonna find them. You are seasoned. You know how to speak. You are not mumbling. You are not forgetting your points. You are good, right? So by the time your customers come, even me right now, by the time people start rushing to join my team, to buy my team, they're gonna find me seasoned, they're gonna find me confident, they're gonna find me, ready, and so whatever it is, whatever the words are, they're gonna find me, prepared. They say luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So prepare for that opportunity so that you can strike your gold, right? And then so with recruiting, I've been watching also, guys, like I said, please watch information, YouTube channels on forever. Please, all these countries, as long as they speak English, watch it. It's hard to watch other countries that speak their own languages. I wanted to watch Japan, but they speak Japanese. I can't hear anything. I want that source because they are top one performing country. I want that information, but I can't get it because, yeah, they speak their own language. But when they speak English, be there, listen. Listen, watch the global rally. The global rally, they're giving nuggets. The top performers are giving nuggets. Watch those things, guys, and implement. Don't just watch, implement too, right? Um, the the most successful FBO in the business is Rolf Clip. He was sharing how he recruits, right? And he made it simple. And this line, I usually like to use it, you see, at those people that think they're serious, those people that look intimidating, those people, that's what I use that information with. Even other people. Like I said, don't judge a book by its cover. You'll never know who's your diamond. You'll never know who's your manager. You'll never know who's that person going to join your team and take you to the top. Right. So he said that this opportunity, right, solves 95% of people's health and wealth problems. And I did this in Durban when I was on vacation. I was speaking, one was an economist, the other one has been working in the Department of Labor for many, many years. And I forgot, I think the other guy is a businessman. And I was like, nah, I'm a network marketer and I solve people's problems for a living. And they're like, okay, what kind of problems? I say, I solve 95% of people's wealth and health issues. And they were like, 95%. You know, already giving figures that the other guy was is a economist. And it's like, the way you are talking is like they were all saying finances affect majority of South Africans. So immediately when you speak about finances, we are all ears. And they're like, what's this business opportunity? Sign us up. How does it solve 95% of people's problems? And I tell them we sell high quality products and we have the best earning potentials probably in the world, as long as you are committed to learning how does the business work, divorcing the stereotypes and mentalities that you have about selling. Because I always tell people who say, I don't know how to sell, people in retail, I don't know how to sell. And I'm like, right now, if your boss came to you as a sales associate and they say, you see those pack of clothes, I want them gone today. Are you gonna say, no, I can't? No, you're not. You're going to make sure that pack, whether it sells or what, but you're going to sell that day. You're going to make it a point that you're going to sell those products, whatever it is that you're going to sell, right? So, and also selling, guys, let's just take it as a conversation. Take it as a conversation. Have a conversation with people, share what you have, and that's it. Because I'll have people engaging in a conversation with me for over 5 minutes, over 10 minutes. And I'm like, this is selling. You see, it's not what you think it is. It's simply talking to people, caring about their pain points, care about people's pain points, you know. What financial problems do they have? What health problems do they have? And solve that. Solve people's problems. And in this business, you're gonna get paid for solving people's problems. Care enough to listen. I always tell people right now, I don't put headsets in my Bolt ride or Uber ride home or to whatever appointment that I'm going to. That's an opportunity for me to present my product. That's an opportunity for me to present my business. I've had customers that are bold. I don't give up. I still recruit. I still share the business opportunity with people. Right. So yeah, those are the tips and tricks that I'm giving today in this business opportunity. But that's not a business opportunity. You see, the way I'm used to doing Zoom meetings, my son wants this. I need them to boost immunity. It provides that balanced diet for children and adults. So, guys, that's basically it. And I know this video was all over the place, but I've tried to share what I've learned, and it's not everything, it's just what I can reach from the top of my head on what I've learned so far. So comment on your struggles in selling, your struggles, even if you're not doing this business or you're just someone who's always open to hearing other people share information. Yeah, comment down below your tips and tricks in selling, how we can also help each other learn as we grow, in this business, in our businesses, right? So yeah, guys, just continue to push, continue to learn about the products, continue to understand this business. Familiarize yourself with the business presentation, get comfortable with sharing, duplicate. They always say, look what the top leaders are doing and do that, get used to doing that. That's what's going to maximize your growth in this business, right? So even the top leader, he said, even in the beginning, even if people didn't show up for his business presentation, he stands in the mirror and he presents. He presents as if like people are there. Even if people are not buying, post your product, share that business opportunity, share, share, share. You never know when you will catch something. So show up daily, focus on your 10 contacts, um, be comfortable with business presentations, aim to do a business presentation every week, get comfortable with that. And yeah, success will find you on your way. Keep on showing up and success will meet you on the way. My name is Nelly Mohadi. I hope you learned something. I gave you something that's valuable, even if it's one thing. You can just comment down below one thing that you learned and picked up. Thank you for joining my video and watching it. I appreciate it. See you next time.